This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Toyota.
Hey guys, Ashley with Techno Buffalo here with Trisha from SourceFedNerd.
Hi guys!
We are hanging out at CES. It's a long show, especially for press.
Yeah, it's been crazy. We've been doing days that start at show floor open and don't end at show floor close. We go to some night press event and keep on trucking.
Yeah, you just keep going until you pass out.
And it's been how many days now? And I can say I maybe have seen about 40% of what's here, if that.
It's like Nerd Disney World, where you are never going to see it in 1 week. Like, it would have to be a 2-week vacation.
Absolutely.
So you got to just pick and choose what you want to see. So that you have not seen, in fact, 100% of the show, because that is actually statistically impossible.
It is.
What have you seen that you really, really loved?
Okay, so I had a lot of fun over in the Tech Zone area of the South Hall this year. Hanging out in robotics and 3D printing specifically.
There's a lot of that this year.
Did you get over to robotics at all?
I saw some robots a couple nights ago at Showstoppers.
Okay.
And they're those little, it's either MIP or MIP robots, the little party robots.
Yeah, the little dancers.
I need an entire civilization of those in my house, like just moving around.
They're very cute, but I feel like I would have a lot of nightmares. Like, I feel like I would open my eyes and it would be like, right there with its LED eyes in my face, and I'd freak out.
I want to be really excited about robotics, but then I also have that incessant, irrational fear of sentient AI that will then rise up and kill us. And that's probably from The Matrix.
Well, I've got good news for you. The AI is not that great yet.
Not yet.
No.
Yet.
It's bad news for me, though, because I was super psyched to come here and be like, yes, the AI is going to be real. It's going to be just like in Her. We're all going to start dating our OSs soon. And, like, I'm ready for it, although I'm definitely afraid of The Matrix.
I'm ready for a committed relationship with an operating system.
I am. I totally am. I'm very excited.
We're very evolved here.
Yes. There was a robot. I don't know if you got a chance to see Rapido.
I feel like I did see this.
Okay. Little guy, they actually 3D printed the mold that they're using right now, the prototype. Camera sensor runs off Raspberry Pi, like it's meant to be used with Raspberry Pi. Awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely awesome.
Raspberry Pi, $25 processor.
Right, exactly.
Super cheap.
It was funny going up to the booth because a lot of people are standing there going, well, what does it do? And the guy who created it, who English is not his first language, is like, whatever you want. And they're like, no, but what does it do? And he's like, whatever you make it do. And they're just going back and forth forever. And so I picked up their pamphlet and read it, and I was like, okay, I'll explain it. Come over here.
I love that you're going to start, Trisha's going to start giving booth tours now.
Woohoo!
Like she's available for hire at any future
and just
conference.
To your left, you'll see. No, I actually, I used to do the booth bid thing.
Really?
Yeah, I totally did. Because you get paid more when you can describe the product accurately.
Ooh, I
so
like
you can get
it.
those really good gigs when you know what you're talking about.
That actually sounds like a pretty good racket.
And because CES is industry only, it was a great way to get in before I was involved in the industry.
That is also very true. That is very, very true. I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a sweet way to get in. So it hurts me in the heart space a little bit when people like to make fun of the booth babes, because I'm like, hey, some of those girls really know their stuff. Don't discount them because they're ladies.
They're trying to get into the industry any way they can.
Maybe they are.
They're really into technology. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah, some of them definitely aren't. Some of them are just here to get a paycheck, but some of them really are.
But you know what? Some of them just need to put themselves through med school, right? And we can't have them on a pole. That's
no poles. That's going to be CES next year in like the middle of Central Hall. There's just going to be a big pole. Which company would do that? I'm trying to think which company is the one to do that.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Mr. Fuji. Mr. Fuji Cyber Body Slimmer is the name of the device. Apparently he also he also makes Cyber Relax chairs or something like that, which are vibrating massage chairs. Cyber Body Slimmer looks like a Segway, but the bottom where your feet go just jiggles back and forth, and you can set the speed, so it just makes your whole body jiggle.
I am horrified by this already.
These girls in like really tight clothes just dancing on it, and the pictures on it is all these different heinies.
Oh boy!
It's like the wide butt, the thin butt, the bubble butt. And so of course the first thing I did was hop right up on that machine.
Of course. No, you have
and I was like, look, Ma, I can twerk now.
They should just call it twerking machine.
The
people
booty
who
shaker.
can't twerk just jump right on this.
Oh, it was amazing.
Do you think in like 50 years, that's going to be the machine that they show on like clips, sort of like that old machine that used to rub you, like you would be like a little...
That's what people were saying, it feels similar to that. It just shakes you.
In 50 years, that's going to be the thing everyone makes fun of and go, God, can you believe that was a thing? That's our quack medical device.
I just love
2014.
I just love that their marketing was a picture of a bunch of different butts and girls shaking it in tight clothes.
You gotta bring in the attendees, man. You gotta do that. Like you said, she's only seen 40% of the show, and you know what she stopped at? Butts.
The booty shaker.
Yeah, the booty shaker. That's what draws in the crowds, friends. Men and women.
Very for men and women. Mr. Fuji was also very charismatic. I know he probably wasn't Mr. Fuji, but the gentleman that was there, that was selling the product, was very charismatic. He was very good. But then we finally got through robotics, and 3D printing was awesome. Did you see the Chef Jet 3D prints food?
I did not see that.
Awesome.
But I did hear, is this the machine made of bacon that prints bacon? There was something.
No!
I feel like we need to have like separate little, like each day should be dedicated to a certain type of technology. So like day one's wearables, and then everybody leaves. And then day 2 is 3D printing, and then we can all go eat 3D printed bacon.
And do it together, it'd be so fun.
It'd be a big team effort.
How about next year in our Discovery Digital Networks booth, we have a bacon printer?
I think that sounds like the best idea I've ever heard. And there's a lot of good ideas out on the show floor this year. Number one. So, speaking of number ones, absolute favorite thing that you've seen?
Favorite thing that I've seen, I actually just saw today.
Besides the cyber body slippers.
Let's
just
the highlight of the show.
That's obvious.
Something that I saw today that really stood out to me, just because I wasn't expecting it. Like, you expect the big TVs, you expect the driverless cars, that kind of stuff. I was in Eureka Park, which is the startup section of CES, where sometimes you see some of the most unique stuff. And the Virtuix Omni, it's called, and they used it paired with Oculus Rift. And it looks like it's full body, full immersion virtual reality. So it kind of looks like this stand-up thing. It's circular, it's a little bit bigger than this table, but it's capacitive touch on the bottom. Ooh. So you wear your sneakers and you run on it in a harness that holds you still. And so you're just like your shoes are sliding on it, but it can be used with any PC game now.
Okay, so which game would you play?
And they had it demoed with Half-Life.
That's pretty good.
But with anything. So like this guy's got a gun and he's literally running and shooting and running and going to the side and backing up. And it's like people say, oh well, if you want to exercise while you're gaming, get the Wii. But this is something that like legitimately, like I get scared. When I get scared, I run. And I hate working out. Yeah. But like that would be a way to get me to be active.
I like
for sure.
We'll put you in there and we'll turn on Doom 3.
Yeah, like screw these fitness bands. That's not it. You stick me in Doom 3.
Put me in a tube with Doom 3 on.
Yeah, and they're also saying the other thing that was really cool about it is they were saying it was going to retail for right around $450. It's cheap. It's Kickstarter right now, but that's like legitimately something you could get in your home.
Yeah, like it's not like a 110-inch curved OLED television.
Well, you're going to get that in your home anyway.
I'm going to have to sell so many kidneys for that.
We've been on such a tight schedule. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Friday of the show is usually the day
Stuff Day.
Well, it's the See Stuff Day, and it's the day that they kind of open it up to the public. So, word to the wise, if you're in the Vegas area and you want to check it out, that's the day to do. So, it's really busy, so it's harder to see stuff in that respect. Right. But as far as if you are here for work, then a lot of the times you've gotten your work out of the way and it's time to play.
It's fun to see things day, which I like.
Yes.
So, all right, well, Trisha, thank you for coming on our CES special. We did a special show just to have you on.
That's so nice.
I'm going to give you my own personal Best of CES award. Best host ever.
Shut up. You can't say that. Don't lie to me like that.
Philip might come stab me.
He might. He might come stab me too, though.
No, he's having all lovey-dovey baby feelings right now.
Absolutely.
So it's very cute.
So thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah.
And
where can we find you online?
Oh, you can find me
all the
on
places.
YouTube.com/SourceFedNerd. And then there's me, and there's Meg, and there's Steve, and we hang out. And if you want to find me on Twitter, it's @ThatGirlTrish. No, I am the girl.
There you have it. Mm-hmm. Right from the SourceFed's mouth.
Right from the sources.
Right from the source. That is our video. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. This has been our CES spectacular. I don't want to. We should add I want to add 90 names to it, just like Japanese game shows, but I won't because you have other things to do. Like check out all of our videos on both SourceFedNerd and Techno Buffalo for CES 2014. So we'll see you guys next time, and that's it from us. Bye.
Yay, tech!
Thanks again to Toyota for sponsoring our CES coverage.